this is Shivakkumar. So, as a part of discussion on SAP for diversified line of business, today I like to share the details for SAP for banking industry. Okay. So, SAP for banking industry is very important thing actually, because actually banking is a very dealing with important payables and receivables, payrolls, treasury management, in-house cash, and other say fund flow management, or say policy management, everything, right? So everything is well and inbuilt in S4 HANA. So recent innovations, right? So we have different functionalities: manage bank accounts, capture bank settlements, or balances. Then actually we have forecast and planning, and then process payments, bank message transmissions. So we have ERP. These all these functionalities can be well inbuilt with the ERP integration to maintain messaging, all the interbank relations, and which is so-called SAP multi-bank connectivity is a new concept which is interconnecting multiple branches which are interconnected for efficient processing and integrated and source as a one data, right? Actually, without using duplicate messages, actually we can use single message to avoid redundant messages and all the process, right? And multi-bank transitions, postings, and security modifications. Everything can be achieved with SAP multi-bank connectivity, which is a very new recent trend in innovation, which is connecting the multiple banks and connecting as a source, as a single source, and all the customers or vendors can be connected one to one within the single frame of work. So there is no duplicate data, redundant data, and very fast processing. So these are the important advantages of multi-bank connectivity: is having direct bank integration, e-business, and then all the integrated banks, vendors, and customers, or third-party vendors, or alliance, right? So these are the important aspects of new banking industry expected from SAP innovations, right? So normally, Indian banking industry is dominated by the public sector banks, so-called nationalized bank. In 1971, our former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi nationalized all the banks, private banks, and it was really very good for the poor and need people, right? Actually, many people will be getting help from the bank, and the banks are catering services to the poor people. So this is very important and controls nearly 80% of the Indian market. So thereby leaving comparatively much smaller shares for the private banks, which is of 15 to 20 percentage. And now actually, as everybody know, actually now government is recent government is moving towards privatization. So I don't know. I mean, actually, I'm not a financial expert or a economic specialist. So it is with the government, but currently the situation is moving towards a privatization, right? So which they are thinking which will increase the performance of the banking industry in India, which is help them to optimize the economy to bounce back to a positive growth level. So as per the Reserve Bank of India, which is controlling the entire banking industry in India, so Indian banking industry is adequately capitalized and well regulated. So even due to the RBI strict regulations, due to that only actually many countries when facing recessions or inflations or any economic instability, India actually they are not losing their stability because due to strict RBI regulations, keeping the gold in correct level, everything without over investing or over expanding the projects and everything, right? So that will definitely cut short the unwanted things and lavishing things. So that gives, actually normally Indians will have the saving capacity, saving nature, right? That help them. So RBI is encouraging that, and so that is what actually in 2008 problems also, world recession times also, actually India is safe at the time. So now actually we are almost 90 percentage more than that, we are in globalization. So yeah, financial problem in any European company or North American companies or any countries will directly hit other countries, right? Actually, the Asian countries, right? So this is a dependent economic situation now. Okay, each country is depending on each and everything, on different products, different activities. Everything is totally hitting. Say that is what actually, say when a bird is flying, so if it is creating an movement, so that will create an air that will cause a feather effect, right, in other rest part of the world. So that is the thing. Everything is dependent. So Indian bank industry has recently witnessed the role of innovative banking model like payments and small finance banks. RBI's new policy and measures may go a long way in helping the restructuring of domestic banking industry. Both the public sector banks and private banks are also encouraging their customers to manage their finances using digital channels and mobile devices. So everything, say now actually the banking industry is totally automated, right? When you want to deposit or when you want to withdraw or doing any payment transactions or whatever transactions, actually we have policies. Banking people are introducing lifetime policies and everything, medical insurance, everything. So everything will get automated, right? Actually there's no need for to fill the I mean old traditional forms and everything. So everything in SAP now, actually everything will be controlled by SAP. So that is what actually digitalized economic, yeah, in India, right? So the banking industry is going through a transition to become digital enterprises. Delivering a consistent customer experience is becoming tough, right? So financial institutions which can coordinate and personalize customer interactions across all channels risk losing out to other banks. With SAP software by banking and the financial service industry, you can increase the profit margins across all the channels and easily overcome the challenges such as higher capital requirements, stricter regulations, and shift in the digital banking with a range of best-in-class bank systems and technology to thrive in new environment. Also, all the process, right? Actually, check in, check out, everything, right? Processing, everything will be in digital systems, I mean through SAP S/4HANA. So that will speed up the process, lessen the time, maximize the work efforts, and lessen the human entry issues and lessen the errors. Everything will be optimized and single channel. So these are the advantages of banking. So the bank can track the customer records, or they can keep more secured using the SAP S/4HANA security features. They cannot easily disclose all these things. They have a tight password controls, user authentication systems, and everything, right? So now actually nowadays banking system is more automated using SAP S/4HANA compared to the traditional ERP, other ERP softwares. So SAP banking S/4HANA bank system is number one in the banking field. So SAP software delivers ongoing unsurpassed values with evolving demands of the digital economy. SAP is having solutions for banking sector both in capital markets and retail and commercial banking as outlined below. Okay. And now we are going to split into two these banking functionalities. So first one is capital markets. So the capital markets, where if you're talking about, we have equities, foreign exchanges, OTC derivatives, and fixed incomes, and trade support. So we are going to talk about investment analytics, and then cleaning and settlement, client reporting. Then actually in the risk and compliance, risk data aggregation and reporting, intraday liquidity management, liquidity risk management, simply called LRM, and market risk, counterparty credit risk management, operational risk and regulation management. So in addition that, actually for efficiently managing the employee data and employee activities, tracking timesheets and everything, we need human resources. So to efficiently monitor the employee work and nature, their time and efficiency to complete in a particular time. Based on that, their bonus, incentives, and recognitions will be there, right? So human resource solution for HR is inevitable. And then we have finance for capital markets, treasury management. Not only that, actually for payment also, for payment of salary and everything, right? Bonus, wages, everything. And then sourcing and procurement is required for managing the procurement of assets, cost center assets, and project related everything, right? So even for internal small case, cased cost center purchase, we need sourcing and procurement for banking industry. And second topic, retail and commercial banking. So when coming to retail and commercial banking, we have digital customer engagement, so-called contextual marketing, smarter selling. So the way we need to sell the customer, making the accept our policies and making them to change their mindsets, adaptable for our banking solutions introduced by our management. So that is called smarter selling, moving the stocks and everything, right? Equities and everything, and not only shares and equities. I'm telling about making customer to accept our policies. That is important to do trade. So digital experience and commerce, online banking or online mobile and banking. So retail banking operations include retail deposits, retail lending, centralized payment processing. And when talking about commercial banking operations, we have cash and liquidity management, commercial lending, financial services networks, capital market operations, so which includes cross asset trading, capital market treasury management, right? And when talking about analytical banking, we have accounting for financial instruments, right? Big financial companies. We need to have a finance, or we need to fund, right? Bankers to fund for the financial operations and instruments. Performance management, risk management, data management for finance and risk, right? And finance, right? We have finance model, as already told, it is required for payments and everything, receiving and everything, processing, money processing, everything. Sourcing and procurement is inevitable. So benefit will be SAP for banking solution, right? So SAP solution enable banks to improve performance across business units through improved customer acquisition, services, loyalty, and next generation customer experiences, increased agility, efficiency, and lower cost for the time for the true financial excellence, right? So this is very important. And so when talking about SAP's adaptivity compared to other ERP softwares, right, in the market for the banking, right? So the project, just take an example, project overview for SAP PA or banking customer management, right? Banking connectivity management. So consulting for international banking client. So in connection with the SAP NetWeaver PA 7.3 implementation as a part of ECC 6 technical upgrade, for example, is a project. So SAP offered bank services of an experienced SAP NetWeaver process integration PA and enterprise SOA and development consultation, recruited and a consulting firm to complete the work that started during the SAP technical upgrade. The project was started by other ERP vendor initially, but they could not be unable to complete in time. So SAP banking client, banking clients understood SAP consulting services to replenish the gaps and streamline the implementation process and ensure the successful live rollout. Right, after understanding the SAP's advantage, benefits, cost measures, and everything, customer easiness or user friendly environments in SAP, right? So when talking about challenges we can see identify and document the current interface between SAP and external systems, identify faulty configuration and rectify configuration in the SAP PI server or connectivity systems, and training of bank stops in SAP PI and BCM. So SAP PI now actually we have SOAP connectivity, right? So benefit achieved. So installation of NetWeaver package and relevant enhancement package required for effective implementation of SAP architecture on the current SAP bank platform, reduced bank transaction cost and ensure smooth payment to vendors, smooth automated bank reconciliation process, and then complete monitoring of the swift payment messages and quick issues resolutions of expectations. And when talking about SAP multi-banking connectivity, as already told, SAP multi-bank connectivity is a SaaS product, so that helps to establish connections between various bank and the organizations that make payment to them. The payment are tracked automatically with the transfer status to provide notifications on its success. Similar like actually the message triggering. SAP banking and treasury management software helps connect connectivity to the financial institutions with corporate through the secure network with the support of Swift. The multi-banking connectivity acts as a single point of corporate to bank connectivity, increasing the visibility and control over all the financial transactions that take place periodically. In general, the daily essential financial transactions become difficult when there are too many exchanges between banks and the corporate. Therefore, automating these transactions with a single point connectivity helps in tracking all the changes with end-to-end encryption through Swift. The entire solution of payment tracking and workflow approves can be achieved within your organization through two elements, namely digital core. So this is the benefit of SAP S/4HANA, right? This is a SAP ERP systems or wherever it is SAP S/4HANA system, which can help you with the payment centralization and automated payments. Okay, and second one, SAP multi-bank connectivity. So now let's talk about the SAP multi-bank connectivity advantages, right, or benefits. So benefits of multi-bank connectivity. So pay as you go subscription model, right? So solution features are flexible bank agnostic solution for multi-bank connectivity, and then so faster onboarding of financial institutions and corporations. And so we have solution features. We have access to global network of over 11,000 financial institutions can be integrated. Okay, and embedded Swift connectivity. Okay, and then solution features full multi-bank onboarding and routing. So everything data can be routed and single source of point for contact for the multi or regional or geographic customers or banking. So benefits of MBC, which reduce the operational risk and futures integration with SAP S/4HANA and ERP is possible. And benefit of MBC, so better visibility and control. So in solution features, we have lower footprint cloud-based solutions are possible. And benefit of MBC, we have no additional cost for maintaining hardware and software because due to cloud solutions. Lower cost of ownership, TCO. Uh, then standardized integration features between financial and institutions and their customers. So whatever I have explained, right? Actually, these are the benefits and solution features for is a recent innovation in SAP S/4HANA, that is SAP multi-bank connectivity. So I have given the diagram for the SAP multi-bank connectivity in the first page. So in the introductory page, so we have likewise actually we have multiple advantages in case of SAP banking. So all the transactions in the banking industry can be automated, can be single control source of points, so single source of point can be accessed from the different geography and different customers, different vendors, different banking system. Do you see we have in Indian in industry sector we have State Bank of India, Indian Bank, Central Bank of India, Andhra Bank, then actually United say Union Bank. Then actually in case of privatization, we have ICICI, HDFC, HSBC, lot of my Axis Bank, lot of things are there. So all these things can be integrated in a single digital core. So that is possible using SAP for HANA and integrated with the SAP multi-bank connectivity, which can be connected to even to the foreign locations. So all the customers can be able to access, and the bankers also can able to track their records of the particular customers, check their accounts. Any fraudulent they can avoid, they can stop that, and data redundancy is avoided. So duplication is avoided, totally avoided. These are the benefit: easy fast processing, easy easy drill down of reports in less time using SAP for HANA, embedded analytics, and all the analytic features. So these are the fast calculations, and we have planning and forecasting. So transaction processing, everything is globalized, digitalized. So in single point of view using SAP S/4HANA. Thanks for SAP for bringing this banking solution in SAP, which totally removes other ERP systems for banking. So SAP is a number one for the banking industry ERP systems. Thanks for watching. This is GV Shivakkumar signing off.